Hi, this is Tanya back with the card of today, 26th of February 2016. The card today is the Eight of Swords. Not really that nice a card, but not really that bad a card neither. You just need to look at it differently. Now, yesterday we talked about indecision, the Chariot, and making a decision about where you wanted to go. Today, this card talks about feeling trapped. That's it. It's like no matter which way you want to turn, it seems like there's blocks there. But remember the Yogi Bhajan, there is a way through every block. So this is really about feeling like, you know, um, there's no way out. This is it. I've just got to put up with this. I've got to shut up and I've got to put up. That is not the case at all. You need to look at things differently. If we look at this card, the tower is behind her, so she's not locked in the tower. There's no bricks and mortar keeping her there. It's no real prison. Yes, there is the swords all around her, but if we have a look, there's a gap in the sword. She could squeeze through that, she could. But at the moment, she can't see that, and she can't do that because she is bound, so she feels tied to something. And it's about breaking these restrictions. If we have a look at her body, she's not bound with chains. She's not stuck in cement or anything like that. She's bound with fabric, but she's that tense that it's so tight. If she just takes the time to relax a little bit, them binds would become looser and they would literally fall off. Again, if we look at her face, now normally in other tarot decks, in the Eight of Swords, the figure usually just has their eyes blindfolded. In this, it's basically it's over her eyes, over her mouth, over her nose. So when I'm looking at this, I'm getting a real feeling of anxiety, and I feel like I'm sort of suffocating. I feel like I'm drowning, but without any water. So this is something I've got to stop. So this is what you need to do. Relax a little bit. Then binds will fall off the body. You can then take this blindfold off, and you can breathe again. So that is what this card is saying. Now, often when we've been in a situation where we have been trapped for so long, we sort of get comfortable with it. We don't like to admit that, but we do. It's what we know. And that is, we'll sit and we'll play the victim, or we'll play the martyr, or whatever. But it's like, we are the ones that can change that. We can change, and we can walk away from any situation that we want. We have choice. That's the thing. I mean, there's so many refuges, around the world, where people have been in horrific relationships. There's countries, there's the refugees, whatever. They are all making change to actually get out. So this is what this card is talking about. Don't get comfortable in your role because it's not making you happy. And being a martyr doesn't really get you any brownie points, if that makes sense. I also feel that within this, it's like waiting for somebody to come and rescue her. Nobody is ever going to rescue you in life. I'm sorry, but it isn't a fairy tale, but you can do it yourself. You don't need rescuing. Nobody does. There will be people along the way that you meet who will help you, and help you get to your desired goal and destination and live the life you want, but they cannot rescue you. So what this card is saying is that look at areas of your life where you feel stuck. This could be work, this could be relationships, this could be just your life in general. Why do you feel tied to certain things? Yes, there may be a little bit of loyalty, or feeling that you have to keep things together or something like that, but not at the detriment of your own life. That isn't selfish. It's actually self-care. you know so basically it's like you're living in a prison, and this isn't good, this isn't cool for you, and change needs to come. Now, when I'm speaking of change there, Spirit are bringing into me to look at her hair. If we look at her hair, it seems like it's blowing in the wind, you know and whenever we see sort of like the winds of change, this is like there is changes coming. Listen to that. I don't know, there's like, I don't know, what is your intuition telling you? Is there a little voice that's being carried on the wind that is telling you what you should do? A couple of weeks ago, when we had really bad winds over here, I was lying in bed and I was just listening to the wind, and I was sort of thinking, wow, this is, it's pretty angry, it's pretty bizarre. And Spirit said to me that, life is like a snow globe. It needs to be shaken up for its true beauty to be revealed. I was pretty blown away by that, It was like, all right, great, I'm going to use that one. But it's right, So this card, again, it's about breaking free from your restrictions. There is changes coming. If you think when we feel the wind on our face, that signifies freedom. If we were locked in prison, we wouldn't get to feel that, So this card is talking again about choices. Do you choose to be the victim, or do you choose to be the victor? Our past, which this is, I do feel that there's a link with the past that is keeping us chained here, but we can let that destroy us, or we can let that define us. If we stay in this prison, it will destroy us, no doubt about it, it will destroy us. But if we let this define us, then we walk away. The choice is yours, but I can say that nothing tastes as sweet as what freedom feels, and freedom is a gift that we all have. And we can't allow things to keep us where we aren't happy. If you're in a job that you don't like, go out and get another job. Don't feel like obliged that you have to stay there. If you're in a relationship where you're not happy, then leave. It will be best for both of you in the long run. If you don't like how your life is at the moment, then look at how you can make changes and do that. It's simple. So it's just looking at things differently. Relax a little bit. The binds will fall off. You will then be able to take your blindfold off, and then you will then be able to see clearly. So that is the message with today's card. Little bit of a harsh one there, but I think the message is very strong with it. Like I say, yesterday it was all about indecision and not moving forward. And I think, the second you decide to cut these chains and free yourself, that is when you actually start your life. So I hope you like that one today. Like I say, a little bit heavy, but if you would like to book a personal reading with me, just get in touch on Facebook or email lovebuddhatarot@aol.co.uk. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And again, I hope you like the videos. Loads and loads of messages off people, so it's really, really nice. Somebody did talk about my dancing eyebrows, so I'm sorry about that. It's just the way I am. I think I feel there. I'm doing it again. So sorry about that. I hope that made you laugh. It really made me laugh as well. So I'll see you tomorrow with the card of today. Sat Nam.